I'm Jaylee Pope reporting with the Rural Radio Network here at the World Pork Expo in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm joined by Dr. Lisa Becton today as she's going to share a little bit about what they do for producers. So, Dr. Lisa, could you please share what you're doing for producers and how you're sharing that information here at the Expo?
Hi, thanks for the chance to talk to you all about this. Yes, I'm with the Swine Health Information Center, and we're an organization that really focuses our mission on emerging diseases and how do we prepare and respond for emerging diseases and how do we reduce the impact to producers. And so we do that through a couple different mechanisms. We do it by providing information on disease, monitoring diseases, and then a lot of research.
Awesome. And in our conversation earlier, you mentioned that you guys have a webinar coming up next week. What is that going to entail, and how can producers find that information?
We have a webinar on a disease called New World Screwworm. It's not in the U.S., but it's a parasitic fly that's been invading Mexico. And so we're concerned about that because it can infect any kind of warm-blooded animal. And so our goal with the webinar is really to inform producers about what is this disease threat, how can they recognize it, and then what are some of the activities to control it in Mexico. And so anyone can register for this if you go to our website at swinehealth.org and click on podcasts and webinars, and it'll take you right to that.
Awesome. And I know that New World Screwworm is kind of in the headlines right now, but are there any other diseases that your team is monitoring in the U.S.?
We do a couple different things. One of our main ones is the Swine Disease Reporting System, and it encompasses 6 different veterinary diagnostic labs, and we really monitor different things like PRRS, influenza, mycoplasma, and our goal is really to understand what is happening with disease submissions across all ages of pigs. And then through that system, based out of Iowa State, they can map locations of diseases, track which ones are going up or down, what age groups are being affected, and then a lot of other information. So it really helps us stay on top of challenges that we're seeing in the industry and also identify if there's something we need to respond to.
Thank you. And I know that obviously a lot of research goes into the work that you do and making sure that you fully understand these diseases for producers. What has been the big push for research recently and some things that you're working on?
Our biggest thing we're working on right now is our plan of work, and that is really pivotal to SHIC because it encompasses 5 of our different pillars that we work under. So swine health information, monitoring for disease, responding to disease, looking at different diagnostics and surveillance, as well as just being able to prioritize challenges. And as such, we have our plan of work research call. We had that out earlier this year. We received 57 proposals, and so now we're in the process of gathering our review task force. We're going to start reviewing those proposals, and then hopefully maybe by midsummer be able to identify what we're going to fund. And they encompass things like transportation biosecurity, how do we improve biosecurity between the plant and our trailers, also disease surveillance, and even looking at how could we use wastewater as a diagnostic surveillance mechanism.
Awesome. And just here at the World Pork Expo and having the chance to meet with producers and other supporting industries, is there anything that you're looking forward to during the expo?
This is just a wonderful opportunity to meet old friends, to meet new friends, but also really to get a sense of what are on producers' minds, what are the disease challenges and things that they're concerned about, and that helps us identify where we need to focus our time. But it's just a wonderful time to be able to, again, meet with producers and veterinarians and others in the industry and just know what's going on out there and how we can help address issues.
Thank you so much. Again, I'm Jaylee Pope on the Rural Radio Network, joined by Dr. Lisa Becton with the Swine Health Information Center. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.